Hey guys, this is Wildcat Chris Harris, TNA original and one half of 6-time TNA World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted. You are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 207 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Colling Jr. and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, it's almost a new year.
Dude, I'm freaking counting down. 2006, it's coming.
That's it.
Well, I wish I thought about this sooner, because I was hoping you were going to say something else, and then I was going to tell you about the top song from 2006 and how I couldn't wait to hear it.
What is it?
Daniel Powder, Bad Day.
Oh, wow.
Or Temperature by Sean Paul. Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado, featuring Timberland. You're Beautiful by James Blunt.
You're beautiful.
I don't know if I am ready to hear the top songs of 2006 yet. What else happened in World Events 2006? I mean, we got to get excited about something here, right? Not just the face of wrestling changing.
Yeah.
The Sago Mine disaster, the immigration protest, McCartney Mills separate, the World Cup final. Wow, there's a lot of just really great stuff coming up. Yeah, this isn't looking good, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But here in TNA Wrestling, 2006 is about to get very exciting. But, Bob, we have one more show before we can truly discuss how excited we are. And that's today's episode.
Oh.
It's the New Year's Eve special. It's on at 8 p.m. And then here in just a few hours, we'll be covering the New Year's Day special, the first matches of 2006, along with who knows what else they're about to do on that mini show. And of course, as we mentioned on last week's episode, it will also be our 2005 year in review episode. We're going to do a little combined show there. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about 2005, and then we will watch the first stuff of 2006. It's going to be kind of an interesting little thing to do. Pretty excited.
I am beyond excited. I've never been more excited in my life than to relive everything that we've already talked about.
Well, of course.
Dallas loves to do that.
Oh yeah, it's TNA. There's so much to talk about, so much going on. And I guess we should talk briefly about what we saw on our last week's episode. On the Christmas Eve edition, I know, Bob, you had a great holiday. Unfortunately, you did have COVID again, so you were unable to spend it with your family, so you just ordered Applebee's.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but no.
Oh. You got to spend the time with your family?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I was able to not get COVID again. Even though I never had COVID, it was somebody around me had COVID.
I thought you did have COVID.
No, I've never had COVID.
Well, I want you to know it's coming for you. I have a friend who...
Okay, that's...
I have a friend who didn't have it the whole time, ever. And they just got it this week.
Oh.
So it's coming. If you haven't had it, you're getting it.
Well, that's nice.
I remember when I had COVID and then you and Austin guilted me into doing like a pod.
Well, I mean, that was just for your own well-being.
It was not. I was having a fever dream.
Yeah, well, you got to watch Techno Team 2000, so.
I wish it was. It probably wasn't even that good of a show. Anyways.
I feel like I have a fever dream every time I'm forced to sit down here and talk to you.
You're such a liar. On the Christmas Eve edition of Impact from last week, number 77, in case you were wondering, we saw Christopher Daniels defeat Eric Young in 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Abyss defeated Chris Sabin 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Ron Killings defeated Kenny King in 1 minute and 21 seconds. And then in the main event, Christian Cage defeated Chris Harris in 7 minutes and 29 seconds. A couple highlights of stuff that went down during this. In that first match between Daniels and Eric Young, Dave Hebner was not there. It was Alex Shelley came out in that one. And of course, the Prince of Punk, wanting to get the X Division punked, was once again there. As Don Harris was like, "Hey, get off of the stage," and didn't do anything. It was during the Abyss and Chris Sabin match where Dave Hebner was taking some serious notes as he was crouching down to be able to take the notes differently for some reason. And then Ron Killings and Kenny King, after that match, Bullet Bob Armstrong came out and said, "Hey, I want to get you guys together." And Killings says, "Nah, I'm done." And then just started dancing. We also saw Santa Claus with his little helper come out in the beginning of the show to give Christian Cage some gimmicks to make him look like a world champion. That included a Don't Piss Me Off shirt, some white pants, a wig, and construction glasses, and a mini guitar.
Don't piss me off.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that that's what they did instead of like trying to
Chosen one,
or like just a TNA shirt or something. Like they're not a Jeff Jarrett TNA shirt yet.
You know, I would have done the Double J like 95.
See, that would have been probably. Shit. I mean, the "Don't Piss Me Off" is like a really awful catchphrase, so like I'm not surprised that they were like, let's just use that.
How did you figure it's a bad?
I hate that catchphrase, dude.
Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me off.
Choke on that, slap nuts.
I mean, I don't honestly love that either. Like, slap nuts is like such a weird thing to me, but I think he said that it was like something his grandma would say, so I get why he like says it.
I'm the king of the mountain. Ain't I great?
I like that one. I like Ain't I Great. But anyways, so a lot went down. And we sort of know that some things that we may be seeing on our New Year's Eve special here, where Jeff Jarrett and Monty Brown are teaming up in tag team action. Samoa Joe's in action. And then we do already know that AJ Styles and James Storm will be facing off in the main event. And that was because of the press release that they put out that we talked about on last week's episode. So pretty crazy stuff. Bob, do you have anything to add before I get into some notes before today's episode?
No, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, you're just waiting for your Applebee's.
Well, they did just pick it up.
Oh, wow. So it's coming during this episode, guys. The white chicken Alfredo is on its way.
Listen, as a type 2 diabetic, I can't be eating fucking pizza every day, all right?
I'm sure Applebee's has no sugar content and is fine for your blood sugar.
It doesn't spike it, I'll tell you that right now. And chicken is basically a free meal, so fuck you.
Isn't it? It's probably got to be fine if it spikes as long as it goes back down, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it goes like up, as long as it comes back down, we're good. But if it keeps on going up, I'm done.
Exactly. You're done. Yeah. Okay, Samoa Joe. He unfortunately injured his ankle at an IWA Mid-South show this past weekend, and it literally was, I believe, happened the day before this, so Bob will talk about it in our indie notes. He came out shortly before his next match, so it was a tournament situation, and said that he couldn't continue because he hurt himself, and he felt it was better to come out and let the folks know himself as opposed to having someone from the promotion do it. He was in pretty bad shape, apparently, that night, and there was fear that it was a serious injury, but the latest we've heard at press time is that he's okay and should be good to go by this coming weekend.
Well, it sounds like he just didn't want to work the rest of the show.
No, that's not true. The December 24th edition of TNA Impact did a 0.9 rating, which has to be considered an excellent number coming on Christmas Eve, which is usually a terrible night for ratings. It tied the best number that the company has done. So that is pretty good. Also, Bob, some of the other notes I'm going to tell you here, just as a, just to be fully transparent here with you. This Wrestling Observer newsletter is from January 9th, which is obviously a decent amount of time after what we're watching. Seems to be a weird gap where they don't cover stuff in the Observer, so I am borrowing some notes from this Observer to talk about now because they don't seem to really spoil much of what we are watching. And on not our next episode, because next episode's the New Year's Day special, but on the 7th, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
We will be finishing essentially this Observer with some other notes. So it's kind of we're at a weird time with the Wrestling Observer. There's just like a weird area that they're like not overlapping properly. But anyways, just so you have some reference of what we're talking about. Antonio Pena apparently asked Konnan to bring in 2 wrestlers from TNA with him who can also work big shows in Mexico on a regular basis to form an American heel group. Pena's idea is to use Jeff Jarrett to turn Konnan babyface because all the promoters booking Konnan in Mexico have been telling Pena he needs to be a face to maximize his spot, show, drawing power. Even as a heel, he gets cheered everywhere, and Pena has told him he doesn't want to fight the audience. So Konnan may be turning babyface there in Mexico. Some more interesting news coming out of Mexico, and I'm sure I will botch some of these names, so my apologies as I read this. I think it's Paco Alonso continues to do whatever he can to put the screws to people who have left him. A big deal in TNA's attempt to secure business relationship with Alonso is that TNA feels that they would likely have to dump Konnan to make the deal. Now you're wondering why. And right now, Konnan, with his recent work on interviews, he's too valuable to dump as a pawn. Now TNA loves the idea to work as Konnan with a mouthpiece for Pero Aguayo Jr. and other Mexicans who can work as heels. But politically, Alonso won't let it happen. So it's all like political stuff, right? Like Konnan, he essentially burned a lot of bridges, and so that's why they would have to dump Konnan to get another business deal done in Mexico because they don't want to work with him.
He's done that with a lot of different places.
Yes.
In Mexico.
Yes, a lot. It seems to be.
Yeah.
We've heard about it even on here quite a bit. So TNA is not willing to obviously dump Konnan right now. So it's probably not going to happen. There was a indie show on December 29th, Russell Birmingham show. The promotion had its best show to date, and that's because they used a lot of younger TNA talent to augment the 70s and 80s stars who drew the local crowds, such as Robert Fuller managing Sonny Siaki and Elix Skipper. Like, kind of random.
That's very random.
Yeah. AJ Styles fought Samoa Joe. Or sorry, they're going to be fighting. Sorry, they're going to be fighting on February 3rd. So another show for this, so that they're advertising. It looks like BG James was on the show. Jeff Jarrett and Dennis Condrey got involved in that main event match. So they use TNA stars to kind of help this.
Those shows are on YouTube.
Really? I've never heard of this before. So
yeah, it's Russell. It's what Russell Birmingham.
Birmingham. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, if I knew how to spell, I could do it. Yeah, no, they're definitely on here.
Nice. I know what I'm doing later.
2000. Well, yeah, 2005. But this is like the end of 2005, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the 29th, December 29th.
Oh my God, this opening video package for them is like, you would think it's fucking 1976.
Holy crap.
That's funny. How come I can't search on this stupid thing? Well, that's stupid. Oh, okay, wait. All right. So it looks like what was the date for that one?
December 29th.
Oh, okay. So the only ones, it only goes up to October. But judging by what I'm looking here, Rick Steiner's there. Raven. Looks like he has an ankle lock on BG James.
Yeah, so I actually just pulled, and see, this isn't matching my notes, but I'm glad I just pulled this up on Cage Match. Air Paris fought David Young. Let's see what else we got. Elix Skipper and Sonny Siaki against the Naturals. And then Jeff Jarrett and BG James main evented the show. So that's the TNA wrestlers that are on this specific one.
Yeah, some of these episodes are an hour, and some of them are like 26 minutes. So I don't know what's going on.
That's really odd.
It's weird. But whatever.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Yeah.
I got 2 more notes, and then we can get into today's show. So it's a quick one. I told you it was, and we got a couple like very small things I'll mention during the show, but. Samoa Joe, we just talked about his situation last week after essentially the Observer and Alvarez were kind of called out for potentially like blowing it out of proportion. Now, the situation with Joe is that as of the last word that Dave says he has gotten, no deal has been reached between the two sides. Both Joe and TNA management were going on the impression that they would be reaching a deal, and nobody is panicking with the idea that Joe would be leaving. Joe has denied being interested in leaving. So don't worry, we don't have a deal yet, but we will soon.
And he's not going nowhere.
He's not going nowhere. And finally, my last note, and it's kind of an interesting one. Bill Behrens, who was going to head the Deep South territory for WWE, well, that's not happening because he is officially gone from trying to work with WWE. Dave says this was no surprise and has been expected for some time. While this was not the reason he is gone, they were never happy that he was continuing to handle independent bookings for a lot of TNA talent, including AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels.
Right.
He says, I believe that he is a non-compete period, so he can't go directly to TNA, but it wouldn't be a shock to me if he ends up working there again.
Wow, that sucks because I think he ended NWA Wildside to work with WWE. And
Really?
to know that,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. And I actually reviewed the first NWA Wildside TV show for Wrestling Recaps like last week or whatever. Surprisingly, not bad. And I plan on hopefully reviewing more. But that started in like 99 and then closed in like 2005, I think. Which would coincide with his signing with WWE that lasted a few months.
That's so crazy. Wow.
But he's also, he's the agent of AJ and Daniel, so he's going to keep that.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on.
Pay.
But anyway, that's what I got, Bob. It's a quick notes one, and like I said, it's kind of because the Observer, as I noted, it's kind of weird and split. So I kind of took notes that really we wouldn't have probably read on today's episode, but they were general enough that I figured, you know what, let's just throw them in, give us something to chat about here. Especially because, as you will probably be mentioning here in a minute, for some reason our version of this episode is a little shorter than normal.
Right. Yeah. You took a risk and it landed. You accomplished it. Yeah. So let's get into the December 31st, 2005 edition of Impact. The runtime is 36 minutes and 6 seconds. To the best of our knowledge, there's nothing actually missing from this program in terms of like important things.
Important, yeah. Like I was telling Bob off air, I'm assuming there's a chance that maybe they cut some like DVD commercial stuff or something.
Well, you said that there was a video like highlighting everything that happened in 05. Maybe that got cut from our version.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
Because that could be like a 5-minute video package.
Well, that's actually a really good point. So maybe we don't have the reliving 2005 stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? If we don't, that's fine because we're going to do it ourselves anyways.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter to me. If you want to watch along with us, head over to Impact Plus. Of course, the runtime is going to be different on that, but it's okay. Or find it in your own personal collection. That works as well. I'm going to count down from 3. And when I say play, I'm going to hit the play button. And then I'm also going to run down and get my chicken Alfredo because it has arrived. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
This is TNA. And Bob can't make fun of me because he's walking away. Oh my God, wait. Earlier today, Bullet Bob. Shane Douglas says, your plan to intercept Ron Killings did not work. Oh, he says truth. I didn't have a lot left with him, but I know he's here today, and I'm going to talk to him. Okay. Well, he's going to try to get this situated on today's episode. Anyways, last week, Christian Cage and Santa Claus. As this is happening here, an explosion match took place and it aired on January 6th, 2006. So it's not our first match in 2006, but it's one of them. We saw Chris Sabin and Lance Hoyt defeat John Bolin and Roderick Strong on that episode of Explosion. And that was the second to last Explosion match that was taped on this taping. So we have one more Explosion match we'll talk about in 2 episodes that airs after. Bob, just so you know, Bob Armstrong is back, and he's going to try to get the situation fixed. That's all you missed. We're seeing Christian defeat Chris Harris from last week. Oh, he wasn't even plugged in. I was talking to him, and I didn't even know.
Yeah. So what happened? You said Bob Armstrong is back.
Yeah, so they rushed him earlier today as Impact went on the air, and he's going to try to get this situation with 4 Live Crew solved on today's episode.
Why does he even care?
Why are we making Bob Armstrong trying to do that a big deal? I don't know. And we're in the Impact Zone. Very special New Year's Eve. Everyone is dressed up. Look at all the party hats.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
I don't know if I can handle 900 people blowing in those little fucking toys.
Come on.
Oh, no, this is prime time.
Yeah, I mean, it's on at 8 o'clock.
That's crazy.
Monty Brown is wearing black tights. This is very different. He usually does not wear dark tights like that.
It looks good in it.
I like it. Oh, on the back it just says pounce. He's leaving his set in the ring. As here comes his partner, the NWA champion, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Ain't I great? Don't piss me off, King of the Mountain. Slap on this, slap nuts. I know it's a joke on this. It was a joke.
What was that?
Yeah. Gal Kim ringside. Look at that pyro.
Oh my god, he got like lost in the fucking smoke.
Yeah. My world. My world. Oh no. Jackie Gayda.
Oh jeez. Is she selling that skirt? I wonder or no?
Knock it off. No, not that one.
Hey, I got indie notes for Jeff Jarrett.
I thought you were about to say for Jackie Gayda.
I could look it up. But so December 16th, at that Ring of Glory, the Great Commission show, BG James defeated Jeff Jarrett. So that probably means we'll never see that show ever. And then on December 29th, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Jarrett defeated BG James to retain the title at NWA Wrestle Birmingham.
Wow. Kenny King and Shark Boy are the opponents for Monty Brown and Jeff Jarrett, by the way. So, but don't you worry, we are brawling ringside.
Well, they are a dominant tag team.
Now, I think it's not a coincidence here. Monty Brown is wearing black gear to match Kenny King's black gear, and Jeff Jarrett is wearing blue gear to match Shark Boy's blue gear.
I don't think that's what they're doing, but okay.
And they're fighting those people. Shark Boy biting the butt of Jeff Jarrett. Do you think Shark Boys ever did the bite on someone's butt and they did a little fart on his head?
I'm sure they did.
Like, I'm gonna rib you and fart on your head while you're biting
I'm sure
my butt.
that Rikishi has done the stink face and farted in people's faces.
He absolutely has. Well, didn't someone say on like a podcast that like if he liked you, he'd make sure it was nice and clean and smells good, and then other times he'd go take a giant shit and then do it?
Yeah. Yeah. Or he wouldn't wash it for like 3 or 4 days.
That's so fucked up.
That's disgusting.
Okay, we're in the ring again now.
There's been no rules here.
I feel like we're gonna see a pounce. This is gonna be over within like seconds. Yeah, here we go. Pounce to Kenny King by Monty Brown. Pretty big. And you know that Jarrett's going to have to hit the stroke. Yep, he's going right on Shark Boy. I want to point out, Jarrett did not touch Kenny King once, I don't think, in this match.
Yeah,
and Monty Brown didn't touch Shark Boy.
A double pin.
Look how he's flapping to do the double pin. That was hilarious by Slick.
He's like a fish out of water.
Dude, that's so funny.
I saw Kenny King got his release from Impact recently.
Yeah, I saw that.
I also found out that he's 42 years old.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, the Sting music is playing now. If you were at this taping, you've seen this like 4 times now.
I'm getting annoyed. If I'm like there. Like this is it coming out or what?
I feel like you can tell right here though. The crowd is not like cheering and excited because they already know he's not coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know they're not going to see him.
I almost think that, I don't know, maybe this is a dumb idea, but like, how would you feel if Jarrett was like backstage and like there was just like random Sting like playing mind games backstage? Instead of just the music? Okay, Don West is asking Jackie Gayda backstage what is happening with Jeff Jarrett. He's got to know. This is so bizarre. Is this a lover's quarrel? Oh, she said it's the furthest thing. This is about business. This is about Jeff Jarrett keeping his word. Oh, Jeff promised Jackie Gayda a shot on Spike TV. While she's sitting at home waiting for a phone call, I turn on the TV and I see little wench Gail Kim. So Jarrett promised Jackie Gayda a spot on Spike TV, and he used Gail Kim instead. This is live, right? Okay. Jeff, I know a little something that you don't think that I know. That TNA management would love to have. So if you don't want to give me my money and make my life a living hell, well, you know what? The tables are about to turn. Because I will make your life a living hell. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don was trying to know, and she goes, no, Jeff knows.
Yeah, no kidding, bizarre.
I'm glad that we actually heard from her finally, though, instead of her just come out yelling.
Yeah, but it's still vague as shit. Like, they don't know.
Yeah, but now we know it's not a lovers thing. We thought it was like they were like a love triangle.
Well, she's saying that like she was supposed to be Jarrett's manager.
Essentially, it seems like Jarrett was supposed to use her as the manager and used Gail Kim instead. And she's mad about that. Here comes A1. And she was sitting on her couch at home and saw, and Jarrett screwing her.
At 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, she was watching what she thought was going to be Velocity, turned out to be Impact. And she's like, wait a minute.
Oh, huge news
at
tonight
midnight.
Up next, his opponent,
I hope the huge
Rhino.
news is like we've signed Shannon Moore to a contract.
It could be.
And then he goes, "You've been punked. You thought it was Sting? It's me. Ha! You've been punked." No.
Could be. Rhino against A1. Who is ready for this?
I'm very, very excited about this.
Well, speaking of Rhino, you know those that like profile kind of thing that we saw of him, the videos of him in Detroit and everything.
Yeah.
Well, there may be some more in the works here, but we don't have any other information besides that they may do more of those personality profiles like they did for him.
Oh, just on other people?
Yeah. This headlock locked in on A1.
Ooh.
Oh, voting on TNAWrestling.com. The year-end awards. Voting ends tonight at midnight.
Who's going to be Wrestler of the Year, I wonder?
Phenomenal.
I hope that Christian Cage is a option.
That would be so funny.
He's
been here for like 2 months.
He's wrestled like 2 matches. Wrestle your Christian Cage.
Look at that. Crossbody to the floor, taking out A1.
The intrigue in Bullet Bob. Yeah, I'm so interested.
Formerly of the 4 Live Crew.
Yeah. Bullet Bob could be the reason, the voice of reason to bring 4 Live Crew back together. Konnan doesn't even have a legitimate reason to turn on Cap.
Well, right. But he doesn't trust him, so fuck it.
Yeah, but there's been no reason not to trust him.
Can't trust it. He usually sets up the gore with the spine buster, so here we go. Gore!
Oh my God, he's gonna beat him? What the fuck? Okay. They must be fading out Team Canada because this is the second week in a row, maybe even third, that a Team Canada guy has done a clean job. Oh, Demore with a flag shot to the back or a hockey stick.
Oh, he's turning around. Rhino's got him in his sights.
Uh-oh. Begging off. No. Please, no. Who's coming up from behind? Bez. Everybody knows that Bez is Canadian.
Ah!
Clubbering.
Ah! He's just screaming. Oh, look at James Mitchell, that pro, wearing a different suit this week. Blue now. The detonator was just set off for the weapon of mass destruction.
He literally did this.
Well, that's the detonator, dude. Black hole slam on Rhino.
That's so corny, though, dude. Father James Mitchell. Don't do it.
Team Canada and
holy shit. All
James
right, so you're
Mitchell
telling me it's
shaking
Team
hands?
Canada, AMW, Jeff Jarrett, Monty Brown, and Abyss?
That's a lot.
That's the whole fucking heel side.
I was just going to say, it's almost the entire roster. Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
Bob Armstrong and Konnan. I just came here good at your side of the story. I'm not mad at anybody. My side of the story? I never liked Kip James. He thought BG was going to do something to him first. He goes by his senses because he grew up in the streets. It's addition by subtraction. Who cares now? Bob Armstrong says, we can fix this. It's never too late to try. 4 Live Crew. A dominant force. 2006 could be our year. Who called you the first time you had that concussion? Yeah, it was you. Who invited you into their home for Christmas dinner when all the airplanes were tied up? Oh, Konnan says it was him. Family, dude.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
You are, Konnan. You are.
He says perception. Yeah, perception is Yamaha.
This fucking guy.
Oh, he's already talked to him. He swears. All they want is a little communication. If I let you down, I'm sorry, man. Wow, dude.
Bullshit, dude. He's so gonna fucking beat the shit out of Bob Armstrong.
No.
Bob
There's
Armstrong
no way.
is gonna be bleeding buckets in about a week, probably, or whatever.
Yeah, okay. X Division Champions in action up next. That's Samoa Joe.
No.
Roderick Strong. Oh, wait, we've been informed by TNA management. Official announcement that will be changing the face of TNA in 2006 forever. Tonight at midnight, it's being made. Speaking of X Division, though, Bob, the Christopher Daniels Best of DVD will be available January 10th at most major retailers.
Can't wait not to buy it.
There's a bunch of matches on it, which you could guess most of. I can tell you if you want. However, the interesting part is there's actually going to be a 1984 match from Windy City Wrestling where he'll be doing commentary on it.
What?
Yep. There's other upcoming releases scheduled. Bound for Glory, Genesis, The Best of the Bloodiest Brawls, Volume 1, Hard Justice, Slammiversary, and No Surrender.
Wow. They're pumping out the DVDs quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got indie notes here for both these guys. So Roderick Strong on December 16th teamed up with Jack Evans to defeat two skinny black guys, which is El Generico and Human Tornado at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's Astonishing Xmas. Yep. And then the next night, Ring of Honor Final Battle, Generation Next, which is Austin Aries and Roderick Strong. They won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships by defeating Sal Renaro and Tony Mamaluke. And then Samoa Joe here. December 16th, he defeated Davey Richards at that Pro Wrestling Guerrilla show. And then the injury that you're referencing for IWA Mid-South was the Revolution Strong Style Tournament first round match. Samoa Joe defeated a guy by the name of Tank. And in my history of IWA Mid-South, Tank is the size of a tank. A pretty large man. Not necessarily the best in the world. So I'm completely speculating. I'm assuming that Tank probably fucked up and ended up hurting Samoa Joe.
X Division needs to get punked.
Are we doing this again?
Yeah, Bob, we do this every X Division match.
Oh, Dave Hebner's there too.
And Don Harris, of course. Wait. Consultant basis only. So Dave Hebner is hired, they're saying. He's consulting for TNA, whatever the fuck that means.
That towel is now turning brown.
Dude, it looks so nasty now. Dave Hebner taking notes. Watching this X Division match unfold.
So is he like gonna potentially manage people? So he's like scouted now Joe, Daniels, Abyss.
I mean, Sabin was in the match with Abyss.
Sabin, whatever.
Is it X Division guys he's scouting?
Maybe. But I feel like this usually means that he'll manage somebody out of total left field that we don't even know.
It'll be like Ron Killings.
No, it'll be even worse than that. It'll be like Lex Levette. We wanted to push him back in 2004, but here we go. We got him with Dave Hebner, Lex Levette.
Yeah, Joe needs a new towel, by the way.
Yeah, he does.
Roderick Strong
bloody
trying to
Daniels again and get a new towel.
Yeah. Oh my God. A couple clotheslines and a kick staggers Joe. Full Nelson's. Oh my God, a backbreaker.
Ah, fuck.
Over the knee. Oh God. The Messiah of the backbreaker.
I'm a fan of Roddy Strong. I really enjoy him.
Yeah, I like Roderick Strong a lot.
Especially 2005. 2005, 2006 for Roddy Strong when he gets a whole bunch of Ring of Honor title matches that go 40 minutes and he loses every single one of them. That's what's fun.
I haven't seen a lot of young Roderick Strong matches.
You need to, and I have a whole bunch. I may have a whole bunch on a hard drive, allegedly, potentially.
Okay.
I can share it with you at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to get together.
No, there you go. Muscle Buster, gone.
Boom.
That's good.
That's the end of that. Coquina Clutch locked in now. He immediately taps out. Immediately.
Instant tap out. Yeah. No, it's funny with Roddy Strong. Like he probably should have won the Ring of Honor title in like 05, 06, and then they waited to put the title on him until 2011.
Holy shit.
It's like, Jesus Christ. Really, guys? You had to wait 5 years? Ridiculous.
Morphoplex move of the night. It's the Muscle Buster, in case you were wondering. I can't believe Morphoplex is still like a sponsor.
I wonder how long that goes for.
Okay, final resolution. Daniels is the challenger.
I know there's a period of time like 5 Hour Energy like sponsors the show too.
Something's going on backstage with Konnan Bow Armstrong.
Tell me he's dead.
Who is that?
Dude.
3-on-1 on a 66. Is that Apollo?
That's fucking Apollo and Homicide.
Oh my God. Dude. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Homicide's here. Yes. Let's go. You go tell BG and Kip. Don't send an old man to do their dirty work.
Spits on him too. That's good. Now, I wish he was bleeding.
Look, he's holding the knee.
I wish Bob would have done a blade job.
They could have even done some fake
also was not
blood
expecting it to be right now that they beat the shit out of him.
Dude. Let's fucking go. I'm fucking ready.
That was good. I like that.
James
I'm glad Homicide's here. I like Homicide.
Dude, I'm so ready for this. So ready.
I mean, Apollo, I'm indifferent about, but, you know.
I'm actually really surprised to see Apollo sticking around here.
Yeah.
If their partner has asked to leave.
Yeah, that definitely tells us Siaki's not coming back.
Yeah. Dude, I did not think that we were about to see Homicide's debut here on this episode.
No way. No
wow.
way.
James Storm out here for his main event match. I think it's the main event.
Not even in front of the crowd. So the crowd did not see that.
Yeah.
It's weird. I wonder, you know what? I wonder if if they would have made it a bigger group, if Siaki stuck around, would Siaki have been in the group?
I wonder.
I doubt it.
Konnan's been pushing to get
Apollo.
They're saying Apollo, and they've been wanting to get Homicide. Well, Konnan specifically has been wanting to get Homicide in.
Wow. All right, I got one indie note here for AJ Styles. It's actually a televised event in Japan.
Whoa. Global impact news, guys.
Okay. So on December 29th, AJ Styles defeated Petey Williams at BML Illusion 2 in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. And that match went 17 minutes and 44 seconds. And that's our last indie note for 2005.
Wow, that's crazy. I have one more note I can give you now. I might as well just get it out of the way because it's a quick one. Shane Douglas's wife gave birth to their second child last week. So that's exciting news.
Did he name the kid Sean? Is that why Bob got confused?
I don't know about that. Think of controversy in Canada, dude, and all the controversy events that happened in 2005. Leapfrog by Styles comes back with a drop kick on Storm. Beautiful, as always. Or should I say, phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Simply phenomenal.
More of AJ Styles and James Storm. Oh, Dog's excited about this main event. Up next, the UFC Best of 2005, which is what this is kind of like leading into when this aired. And then once the Best of UFC 2005 is over, they'll be coming back to the Impact Zone for the breaking news. Big knee drop by Styles. Harris and Gail Kim are ringside, by the way. It's a good point from Mike Tenay. The longer this goes, advantage has to go to AJ Styles. Storm's a tag team wrestler, and Styles has had many long singles matches here, especially in TNA. Storm, go. Oh, he's about to see the eye of the storm.
And down he goes.
Sure do.
Oh, he's crying.
He's in pain, dude. He's hurt.
Ouch.
It's one of the most brutal fights I've ever seen.
Oh, we didn't pay attention to Storm's boo-boo face.
I don't think he had one. That's why.
Oh, shit. Is he about to beat AJ?
No.
Oh.
Maybe he didn't mind because it's AJ Styles. How can you be mad about it?
Oh, right. Yeah, because usually he'd have like a sad face if he was losing to Slash or something.
Right.
Oh, are they like... You see people in the crowd, they're literally batting balloons in the air.
Well, dude, it's a celebration for New Year's.
You're not even paying attention to the match.
They've been here for 4 hours.
Yeah? You're telling me right now that at a 4-hour TNA taping, you'd be batting balloons in the air?
I wouldn't.
Exactly, you wouldn't. So nor should they.
I do like that last week they handed out Santa hats, and now this week they handed out New Year's hats to make it seem like, oh, look how excited the crowd is about the New Year's show. Like, it does help, though. Yeah.
See, I'm the type of fan where they'd be like, oh, welcome to the New Year's Eve show. And I'd be like, it's December 13th. This isn't live.
I can't wait for when we watch the New Year's special, Bob. And there's the countdown, and everyone's like, what? When it's like literally 3 weeks before the New Year.
They're not doing that, are they?
They're doing a countdown.
They're doing a countdown to the New Year?
Yeah, at midnight.
3 weeks before the New Year?
I think, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure we heard that there's going to be a countdown.
No, probably a countdown to the announcement.
It's to the New Year, I'm thinking.
And the announcement not being it's a new year.
A Pele kick by Styles after he countered the super kick by James Storm. Both men down. I hear noisemakers. I hear horns. The crowd is into this. They're ready to celebrate the New Year's. They're not going to watch Dick Clark's New Year's extravaganza on ABC. They're going to watch TNA Impact. Ryan Seacrest's New Year's special.
I hate him. He's just so phony. I hate phoniness.
Speaking of, I
That's
guess
why working in retail, I don't have a retail voice because I'm not phony. Somebody asks me for help, I act annoyed because I am annoyed.
dude, yeah, you do. I've seen you at the store, dude. You are like, woof.
Yeah. So,
Sometimes I'm like, should I even say hi to my friend? Because, woof.
well, a lot of times Dallas shows up and he's like, "Hey, do you have any AEW figures in the back?" And then I gotta go all the way to the back.
You went to the back once for me.
Search the fucking bins for 20 minutes and then be like, "Nope, don't have them." But I actually do. But I was like, "No, I don't," and then just continue on with my life. So
I need 2 more right now. Can you please restock them? Harris knocked down off the
I have
apron.
no
He was trying to distract Styles. Crossbody. Referee's distracted though, by the way. So you know Gail Kim's about to get involved. There she is climbing up the ropes. Harris trying to get in the ring now. Here comes Gail Kim. Hurricane Rana.
No way.
Styles caught her. Styles clash.
No. Oh, hit him with a beer bottle.
A bottle to the back of the head of Styles.
AJ didn't go down though. That's weird.
Yeah.
Super kick. Oh.
That's why.
Is he gonna win? Holy shit.
Whoa, dude.
What the fuck?
We were way wrong.
Way
Wow.
wrong.
I like that finish though. That was good.
That's fine with me.
Oh, and here's Daniels. Longtime rival of AJ.
Oh no, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you see what they're doing?
He doesn't have the bottling broke.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. He's got another one. He's like, look, it's not broke. Because Daniels is saying he broke it. And he's trying to tell the fans.
Don't you fucking reverse that decision.
We're going to commercial.
Oh, fuck Zabisco, dude.
Oh, no.
The referee decision stands. That's always been the rules.
Okay, commercial break, though.
He's got a Morphoplex fucking shirt on still.
Always. How many different Morphoplex shirts does he have? Okay, we're back from commercial. I've been watching from the back, and I've seen what's going on. I've conferred with Christoph O'Daniels. In 2006, the new year's going to start with total nonstop action on Spike TV. And at the stroke of midnight, we're going to settle this confrontation. Oh, boy. Chris Harris and James Storm, right at midnight, for the tag team titles. AMW against the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles.
Wow.
Dude, that's huge. Obviously, they're not like a tag team, but the guys all involved in this is...
Right.
What's more TNA than that?
So, it sounds like the decision stands. Hey, shake hands!
Oh, and then here they get AMW's coming in to attack them, but Daniels has the upper hand over there. Gail Kim's hop on Daniels' back as Storm is getting the upper hand on Styles.
Now call me crazy. You start 06 with new tag team champions.
Dude,
I don't know.
Part of me says you do.
Maybe, why not?
Because then...
Now, Team 3 will be pissed, but oh well.
Now, okay, I can't wait to start speculating when we watch this match, dude. But just like, imagine, Team 3D has had this feud with them the whole time. Never won the tag team titles.
Right.
And now we get essentially 2 singles guys in the tag team, right? And they win the titles, and Team 3D doesn't get to be AMW for the titles.
I don't know, man.
Christian Cage just helped even this out. Hold on a second. Nobody tune off of Spike TV. Because at the stroke of midnight, they keep saying that. The stroke of midnight. So you got Christian Cage trying to keep people on Spike TV. Don't turn
For
Spike off.
3 hours.
TNA management's going to make the announcement. Oh, of the newest member of the Total Nonstop Action roster. He's not going anywhere. That's how I roll. Tonight at midnight, the first title match of 2006. And the big announcement.
Well, I would put Daniels and Styles in that little war group over Team 3D.
We go off the air.
And Ron. If you had your core four as Sting, Styles, Daniels, and Cage on the babyface side.
Yeah, but
listen,
I don't disagree with you because I like all those guys, but they're not going to put 2 X Division guys in that group. They're just not going to do it.
I know, but they should. I don't like. They always be talking about the X Division is so exciting. Blah, 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 blah.
I know. They're not going to do it though.
They could easily do it, and then just fucking utilize Sabin as your like top X Division guy.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So stupid.
Well, anyway, Bob, what do you think? Our New Year's Eve special episode of Impact.
I thought that was a good show.
I think that was a really good show. I think that was better than last week for sure.
It was absolutely better than last week.
And last week wasn't bad, but this one at least, we had some good action on this one. That Bob Armstrong thing, dude, I am so freaking hyped right now.
That I honestly thought that they would have dragged that out till the January 7th show or whatever. Have the little meeting and then beat him down. No, what do? They wait 6 minutes and Bob Armstrong is beaten up backstage by Apollo, Homicide, and Konnan.
The Homicide debut, how do you feel that it was just like, hey, that's Homicide instead of like having him have a bandana on or like a mask? Do you think they should have maybe dragged it out in that way of let's tease who he is?
No, because people wouldn't have known who he was. So then you have the risk of a
right
disappointing reveal. Like, oh, it's Homicide. People like, who the fuck is Homicide?
Who is Homicide? Yeah, that's fair. It is a very fair point.
I like that a lot. I like LAX. So
yeah, dude, I am very excited about that situation. And you know what? It definitely makes this whole 3 Live Crew thing a lot more interesting, doesn't it? Because now you have Kip and BG James. Ron Killings is out of everything. He's done. But now you have Konnan, Apollo, and Homicide. Essentially, Conan's like, these are my dudes. He doesn't even have to work. He can just be the manager and be like, they're going to take care of my business and take out these guys.
Well, I wonder how I wonder how Konnan feels because obviously it's like a 3-on-3 feud now. Kip, BG, and Bob, Konnan, Apollo, Homicide. Konnan is matching up with Bob.
Yeah, well, he took care of that already.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if there was a 6-man tag match,
then he's fighting Bob Armstrong.
Konnan's the old guy in the group, so he's going to take on the old guy in the new 3 Live Crew.
You're not wrong.
I hope Bob Armstrong has an appearance in like a rap video to really signify the 3 Live Crew.
It's a cool idea.
Formation there.
Like where your head's at.
Yeah. It just makes sense to me. Why not?
Well, yeah, so that was pretty cool. As we've mentioned about 17 times already. In just 24 hours from the release of this video, or podcast, we'll be covering the New Year's Day special, where we will see that tag match take place from the same night that this happened, but it's in 2006, technically, and we will be doing our recap, our review, year in review of 2005, arguably one of my absolutely favorite years in TNA history. So,
yeah, I gotta agree with that. 2006 is going to be quite the memorable year.
Yeah, 2006. I can't freaking wait for this one.
And like I've said before, the pay-per-views here in 2006 are fucking really good.
Well, we thought, yeah, so we were saying 2005s are good, and they were. I mean, the pay-per-views were, I'd say, overall
like
great.
second half of the year. Yeah.
2006 though.
Yeah.
Business is about to pick up, but we will get into that as we move forward.
Yeah. So we have the New Year's Day special coming up where AJ and Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, once rivals, now tag team partners. They shook hands. That's the X Division code, shaking hands. Apparently, there's also a Ring of Honor's code, but what do I know? But that would signify some kind of unity here, and they are going to be challenging America's Most Wanted for the NWA Tag Team Championships right at midnight on January 1st, 2006. And of course, Christian Cage is going to be part of the major announcement of the newest member of the TNA roster. I wonder who it could be.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess you're going to have to find out at the next episode. I can't even say next week because it's just like in a couple hours. So join us as we begin 2006 next week right here on the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
Oh,